Hello world, it's Josie at BlackBellaDC. I am streaming live, demoing, and giving a little bit of an overview about our latest technology, the Venus Legacy machine. Now, I'm so excited about this particular technology and machine. I've been watching this machine since it's been 6, maybe 7 years now. When I initially started my practice, I looked into getting this technology, but at that time it just wasn't like affordable. I wasn't so sure. I was still in that kind of proof of concept stage with the business and so forth. But again, we have her in-house now. It's a major capital investment for BlackBellaDC. We're so happy to have been able to qualify for the service and also bring it in and offer it to our clients. So the crazy thing about the Venus suite of services and offering is the technology. Some of the components in the levels of energy that are in this Venus suite of, the Venus suite of machines is not made in China. It's not usually readily available in some countries. So I'm going to break it down and tell you guys why I'm so stoked about this particular machine and the technology that it includes. It literally combines about 4 different modalities into one treatment. So the short of it is you get better results faster. So again, fewer treatments, better results for your clients. So I love to learn. I'm obsessed with learning. I just enrolled in school again earlier this evening, so ready to pick up like a whole new license and credential. It's bananas. I can't even believe I'm going back to school starting next week. It's nuts. So when we talk about energy and machines, I wanted to kind of piecemeal the different ultrasound levels, because people talk about cavitation. That is not the only ultrasound treatment in level of energy that's available on the market. Now, the Venus Legacy is so amazing because it combines all these different components into this one treatment modality and tool. So when we talk about ultrasound, you can get from 1 megahertz, which is most powerful, goes deeper into the subcutaneous tissue, smaller probe head here. The 1 megahertz is used for recovery. This is your post-surgery tool. This is your muscle tool. This is your chiropractic tool, your physical therapist tool, your lymphatic drainage specialist tool, your lymphedema therapist tool. This is what is used in post-surgery care. This is optimal, 1 megahertz. Deeper into the tissue, past a centimeter down, pushes all of that fluid and inflammation back into the lymph ducts and starts that process of recovery for your client. She is included in the Venus Legacy. So next you have 3 megahertz, which is again another recovery wavelength. This is really, really good for post-surgery care as well. When I say post-op, I'm talking about liposuction, tummy tuck, scar recovery, edemas. 1 to 3 megahertz is like optimal levels of energy for those. Moving up, you have your standard 40 kilowatts cavitation treatment. It's called fat cavitation for a reason. Fat cavitation is not a recovery energy wavelength. Fat cavitation will be from about 30 kilowatts, which is more powerful, 40 kilowatts, which is most common, up to the newer 80 kilowatts, which we offer. But again, looking at how the ultrasound bandwidth is measured, 80 kilowatts is not stronger than 40. It's a higher number, but again, it's not stronger. Just as 1 megahertz is more powerful than 3 megahertz. So you need to know the science, know your energy. Pull NIH docs. You can Google these things. FDA has docs on it. Like, lead with the science, follow with the science. These energies are used in cancer research. There's a lot with, which one is it? I think colon cancer with the 20 and 30 kilowatts cavitation. So again, just knowing your energies, knowing where to place them in terms of like treatments for your clients is key. You are responsible for that, you know, as a practitioner. Recovery, usually smaller heads. fat contouring, cavitations. Now, one big thing to know about this bandwidth of ultrasound is it does not kill fat cells. People are like, oh, it's going to kill all the fat cells in your body. It does not. Cavitation emits a vibration energy which liquefies the content of each fat cell. So you think about them like they're little balloons. Breaks down that content, dumps into your lymphatic system. Your body cleans it up with this normal, natural metabolization process. You pee and poop it out. Amen. And sweat. Pardon me, and sweat it out. Now, with the Venus Legacy, she includes a more powerful 4D, that's their proprietary fat reduction ultrasound. So she is actually killing some fat cells, but I'm gonna slow walk you into it, right? Now, also, you have skin tightening, right? So radio frequency. This would be a 6-polar. This would be a tripolar. One of these poles are actually a grounding pole on each of them. Now, radio frequency is a tricky energy. It is a current of energy. Oftentimes I get trainees calling me saying, oh, my tools aren't like preheating. Radio frequency is a current of energy. It does not preheat. You don't put it on like an oven and wait for it to get hot and then start working. You close the circuit, you build up the energy, then the radiant heat under the subcutaneous tissue starts to build on the client. You're responsible for getting them up to a therapeutic temperature and moving it safely, which stimulates the collagen restoration, gets those fibers back young, springy, and ultimately restores the texture and smooths the texture of the skin, right? So radio frequency is in my Venus Legacy as well. And another component is the bipolar radio frequency with a vacuum. We got that covered too, right? So all of those are entry to kind of, yeah, I mean, like you could go professional level with these machines. I mean, I've been doing it for 7 years now, so I'm not gonna like sneeze at it or anything like that. But these are all usually individual treatments. You come in, get your fat reduction, which is the humming, whistling, cavitation. Then you get your radio frequency, which will warm up the tissue, get the skin to tighten and smooth. So you could literally do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are 7 different treatments right there, right? To get something to heal, snatch, or smooth. Boom. Enter the Venus Legacy. I'm so excited. So with the Venus Legacy, these tools literally combine several of those components into one treatment and one tool. So you have your diamond polar, octipolar body tool. This tool actually gives you the radio frequency, the 1 megahertz recovery ultrasound, and the fat reduction 4D ultrasound as well. So she is healing, recovering, remodeling the tissue, killing fat cells, shrinking down the size and girth of an area that we treat, as well as tightening the skin. It is amazing. So this is like your body tool. And then we have our diamond polar facial tool. Now this one is gonna be a quad, so that one you can use on smaller areas like your hands, your neck, your face. The awesome thing is, because of the level of energy on the Venus Legacy, we can now treat the entire body. With cavitation, there's several limitations in where someone should apply that transducer, that tool, onto your body. It should not be anywhere near joint capsules like your knees or your elbows. It should not be anywhere near any like fatty tissue or glandular area. So I would never put cavitation on a person's neck. I would never put cavitation on a person's back. And the science and the reason behind that is because cavitation is a broad spectrum ultrasound signal. It does not know how to discern the fat in subcutaneous tissue versus the fatty tissue in, let's say, like your liver or your thyroid around your neck and things like that. But when you have a fine-tuned ultrasound like 1 megahertz, it's a different level of energy, different programming, different bandwidth. It is intelligent enough to know we're searching for a certain kind of adipose and subcutaneous fat cells, not organ fat or anything of that sort. So I see people using things on all over people's bodies. They don't work for me. Amen. Okay. So moving on to my next tools. Now this is going to be my 4D quad polar small tool that I can use for your face. Now this stuff is dope. The other tools here, Slim, Snatch, it's great. This tool would do dark eye circles, puffy eyes, crow's feet, double chin. Now we're talking about reducing the actual size of the fat cells and quantity of fat cells, remodeling the tissue, slimming, and restoring the shape of body parts. So again, this is a smaller tool. We can now do hands with this one. Actually, I would probably stick with the diamond for the hands, but we can do small arms. I've already done my dark circles on my eyes. I can't wait to reveal my results soon. I did a photo shoot on Sunday and found out I have a double chin. So we're gonna work on that. So the machine came just in time. But then we also have the 4D Octopolar body tool with the vacuum. And if you'll notice, it also has rings on the inner that process tissue. So now it's actually lifting the tissue into the tool and kind of double deep processing the tissue to give you the fat reduction, remodeling. And now see, the thing about this energy, because it has that 1 megahertz and that proprietary 4D ultrasound, it is safe not only for regular fat and cellulite reduction, but post-surgery clients. So when I have my liposuction people and we've gone all through the post-surgery and they still have some fat that they want to remodel or smooth out, or there's still an annoying little part, and sometimes people will get their upper and lower abdomen done but not their flanks or not the back rolls. Enter Venus Legacy. This tool is equipped to help us reduce the size, tighten up. You know, not everyone gets J plasma, so when someone needs extra skin tightening after surgery, it's great, or in lieu of surgery. So again, this tool is going to be great for the belly. Now we can treat the back, we could treat the fat around the knees, the calves, all those areas before we weren't really doing cavitation on, the arms. Just a totally comprehensive treatment. And with the protocols for the Venus Legacy, I like my clients to know what a treatment area looks like. With cavitation, you just kind of smash it all over the whole body, all over the place, all willy-nilly. You do maybe 10, maybe a dozen treatments, you'll get a couple inches off. I mean, it's nice, but it's just a lot more treatments and the results are kind of minimal. So when we talk about a treatment area for the Venus Legacy, the abdomen is going to be an 8.5 by 10 section. So you think like sheet of paper. So abdomen like that, abdomen like this. That's like the belly treatment. Now also other areas that we can treat with this are the bra rolls and that extra boob that comes out the side and the front under your armpit. So that treatment would be about 5.5 by 4.25 inch. That would be under your arms, your bra roll, the bra line, the bra bulge from the front, the bra bulge from the back. When you compress that tissue, it gives a roll and like everybody hates it. It's so annoying. And then of course you have your flanks. Some of the treatment areas are going to be ×2. So we're talking about, what is that, 5.5 by 11, like 5 inches by 11, but you can kind of square it up because no one's flanks are 11 inches long. Well, not most people. But this will be again a ×2 treatment area. And then finally, those areas like the buttocks, the calves, the thighs on the legs. And again, a treatment area is like, if we think a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 10 inches. So we're splitting that in half. So this would be one of your thighs on the posterior, medial, or lateral, the front, back, side, wherever you want. And then the other thigh would be the other surface, as well as the buttocks. This treatment is amazing for cellulite, right? So cellulite on the legs, cellulite on the thighs, cellulite on the buttocks, cellulite on the stomach. Many people think you only get cellulite on your legs. That's not true. So with the Venus Legacy, I'm going to drop in some other videos, some of the corporate videos that they have, but I'm also looking forward to some of our own in-house before and after pictures. So we have myself, Joe, and several of our clients are already in rotation, so I'll be posting some before and after pictures very shortly. But it's very exciting to be able to take one technology, one machine, a single treatment, and produce like really, really, really great results quicker. So I'm super stoked. Questions? Anyone want referrals? Anyone want a Venus demo? Let me know. And as always, we do our Black Bella Contouring Academy training and development with the professional grade machines, the Columbia made vacuum. We have the multifunction cavitation that has 5 of the tool heads that I displayed earlier, less the recovery tools. So that's it. I just wanted to say something about it because we're super excited about the Venus Legacy finally being here and finally being able to get like some more aggressive results that will last. So yay. Thanks for watching. BlackBellaDC.com. Any questions, you can send us a